Good evening.
It's been a while. Hello.
It has been a long time.
How are you doing?
How is everybody doing?
Yeah.
We're so excited to be back with you after a month off.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Here you are.
Show 14, right?
Number.
What? Yeah, 10 4. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, like that. There we go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Lovely. If you've not been before, I'm Charlie.
I'm
He's
Jake.
Jake.
Hi.
Hello. And you join us live from our tiny little home studio in Bristol, UK. And every month we improvise music around amazing, incredible poetry performances sent into us from all over the world. So, hello. Tonight is all about lifting each other up. It's about connection and collaboration and meeting new people and collaborating with people that we've never met and being excited. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
So all of the poets you're going to hear tonight, all of their links to their social media and their websites are all in the description. So go on a bit of a follow spree later and let's all say hi to one another. You can also comment. We would love for you to see your comments in the chat on the right-hand side. We miss audience interaction so much. We miss hearing applause. We miss, and it's quite quiet here in our tiny little flat. So any clap emojis, any thumbs up, any little comments. Wow, we loved that poem. Whoa, we loved the music. Great.
Yeah.
We love that. Yes, please. And we can see them all here. So keep chatting. Yeah. And if you've got any questions or anything you want us to read out, we can read that out too.
Yeah.
We also wanted to say that, as always, we had an incredible and overwhelming response to the submission call out that we do every month. Yeah. You're going to hear a selection of the poets, but honestly, there were so many more that we had to say no to this time. And, thank you so much for continuing to support this project, continuing to send your poetry in. And, thank you so much. And I'm sure that you're, if you weren't so lucky this time, then I'm sure that you'll be in the next one or the next one or whatever. So thank you so much. Tonight, our theme then is all about returning, right? So we've had a month off after our big birthday celebration. And that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah. If you haven't seen that, then I think you can still go to opencollab.co.uk/birthday. And we had an absolute bonanza fiesta.
Yeah,
poetry and music-orama. Loads of stuff was going on. And there was music and dance and poetry and all sorts of really fun things. But tonight is going to be more of the same. More of exciting, amazing collaborations with some lovely poets.
And all about returning tonight. Yeah. Returning after our break and returning to the world. And we've got that. That theme comes through in lots of a myriad of ways tonight. I've just realised how fast I was talking. I'm very excited. I'm going to slow the pace down. Yeah. Open Collab is free to view, and you're very welcome. But we do ask, we love doing this, and it takes up so much work and time. And, we are absolutely pouring our heart and soul into this project every month. So if you can buy a virtual ticket, we would love that. And the links are down here. So we've got our coffee page where you can buy us a coffee for £3, or you can join our Patreon page, which is our kind of monthly subscription where we add extra content, and we'll do a behind-the-scenes show tomorrow afternoon. So the day after every show, we break down all the tracks, we talk you through what we did, and we have a bit of a chat.
Why it takes so long.
Yeah, and you can see our setup as well, which is going to be really fun. We love doing those. It's a lovely opportunity to talk to you guys as well and answer any questions you have. Yeah.
So the link is also at the top of the chat over there somewhere as well, so you can just click on that and go and buy your coffee as well.
For donations,
Thanks so much to those of you who already have.
And lastly, while we've got you, before we get into the poetry, hit that subscribe button, will you? That would be lovely. We're on about 260 subscribers. If we can get to 1,000, then YouTube starts paying us, which would be ideal. If we can do that tonight, imagine. But please do subscribe. We're putting up new things all of the time, and obviously the show is monthly. And I think that's all of the chat for now. Any other business? Anyway, welcome. You're very, very welcome. We're so excited for a couple of hours of beautiful, beautiful poetry, and we're going to make some music, and we don't know what we're going to do yet. So we'll see, because the only song in my head at the moment is Football's Coming Home. So let's see how we get on.
Yeah. Okay. So to begin with, we will begin with a poem from Julie Easley, who also submitted, we did a collaboration with her back at the birthday show. And she is a poet from Saltburn in the UK. And she's actually done a little video message to tell us all about herself and about the piece, which is also a video poem. So
yay!
Let's hear all about it from her.
Hi, Charlie and Jake.
But you didn't see that because I need to switch to this one, and then you'll see it.
Hi, Charlie and Jake. I'm Julie Easley. I live in Saltburn in the northeast of England, and my poem is called Skin. I wrote this last summer when I was really missing the touch of people, hugging my friends and family, and that's what the poem's about. The woman in the film poem is my friend Catherine, who runs Shanty Cafe with me, a little veggie cafe we've got together in Saltburn, where we put on live events. We had our first live poetry event of the year in May, and it was fantastic. We had loads of people turn up and heard loads of live poetry, and it was wonderful to be around people again. The film poem is published by Iceflow Press, and you'll find it on their website, a subtitled version. And there's also a subtitled version of it on my YouTube channel, which is Julie Easley Poet. Thank you so much for choosing Skin, and I cannot wait to hear what you do with it. Bye!
All right. Are we ready to go for this one?
I think so.
We've got our ideas.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Skin.
Okay, and you can see the title. All right. See you on the other side.
Skin tingling under fingertips, whispering light across curves, pausing deliciously, brushing lips, slipping on silken scars carved onto stretched marks, pausing deliciously, fingers fumbling over finest lines, tracing years of life redefined. Arms enfolding, embracing, holding, pausing deliciously. Arms enfolding, embracing, holding, pausing deliciously. Bodies rebonding, shoulders sighing, sensations returning, yearning for skin tingling under fingertips. Emotions resurging, reconnecting. Arms enfolding, embracing, holding, pausing deliciously.
beautiful poem and a beautiful video as well. And thank you so much to your friend. What a beautiful, emotive image.
Very calming.
Very calming. Right. That's it then. Should we go to bed? I'm so tired. That was so calming. Yeah. Thank you so much. So beautiful and such a specific thing that we have all missed. You know what I mean? It's one of those where we've given such a broad theme, and that is such a. Here it is. It's skin. It's so lush, beautiful as always, Julie. We absolutely love your work. And if you guys haven't seen the birthday show, check out "We Are the Goddess," Julie's poem there. That was incredible and equally as moving. Really, really beautiful stuff. Yeah. We're kicked off. Here we go.
We're in.
I was really nervous, because we've had this month off, and I was like, "Can we do it? Are we able to make music and make stuff up anymore? Or maybe all the ideas have gone." Yeah. But here we go. We're all right.
There's more.
Yeah. Okay. How's everybody doing? We all feeling good? Let us know in the chat.
I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good. Yeah. You look like the sea. I like your shirt.
There's lots of the sea later on.
Oh yeah.
So look forward to that.
Okay.
Stay tuned, as they say in the
biz.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So the next piece is from Stephanie, who is a poet from Henley-on-Thames, which is not too far. It's quite far from here, actually.
Yeah.
It's not too far from where I grew up, though.
Yeah.
But that's another story
that's
for another day. And I'm not going to tell you anything about her, and neither is Charlie, because she's going to tell you all about herself and about the piece. And her piece is called Canvas. But before we do that, I'm just going to get ourselves ready so that we can go straight into it. I think I need the bass.
Please, can I have a bass?
You need the bass.
I think I'd like it. It's so heavy. Thank you. I normally play a little ukulele bass, which is more Charlie size than this one.
But he's having a little bit of a buzzing problem at the moment, so out of service.
So I've got to play the big boy bass.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
And I think
looks like you've got everything sorted. We've had, I'll be honest with you, we've had a bit of a day of it tech-wise, that's the word. Yeah,
it's been a little bit of doing things one way, swapping it over because it doesn't work. New problems. But anyway, you'll hear all about that in the exciting behind-the-scenes show tomorrow.
I don't think that sold it though, has it?
We won't rant for the whole thing. But we'll tell you more about that tomorrow. But anyway, for now, this is Stephanie, and she's going to tell us all about her piece, Canvas.
Hello, I'm Steph. I'm an actor and voiceover artist from Edinburgh. I've always done a bit of writing on the side, and recently I have started sharing my poetry with people and submissions, etc. And I've had a couple of poems selected for publishing, which is exciting. And when I saw your collaboration submission, I thought, oh, what a lovely way to combine my voiceover work with some poetry and live performance. So here I am. And my poem Canvas is basically linked to my slight obsession with harnessing the power of the menstrual cycle, which I have discovered especially since becoming a mother, and the incredible benefits and inspiration it can provide at certain times of the month in terms of creativity and all of the things that we performers love doing. And it's sort of links with your theme of returning, because every month we have this 4-week cycle and we return to the beginning once more, almost like a new version of ourselves, ready to repeat the whole thing again. And when you're in the midst of it, it's very hard to remember the high points of the month. Anyway, yeah, I've got 2 kids, and I like to try and combine my creativity with my mothering in the ways that I can allow. And I was so excited to come across you on Instagram. So I really look forward to your live session, and I loved some of the videos that I saw on your website. So yeah, hopefully I'll have a chance to get to know you at some point. And thank you for listening. Bye. Each time I paint my sheets red, I remember when it's over in no more than 4 days, occasional painkillers, that when the remnants of my blood have faded into a stain even vanish can't erase completely. I'm not ashamed that when I meet my green eyes, filled with a new lease of life after so long inside hiding and quiet, I'll remind her the power of returning back into a blank, unmarked canvas, unseen by the familiar masses once more. The girl they see here appears the same, answers her name from yesterday, but inside I know we can be all the changes I've impatiently waited for.
Really, really cool, Stephanie.
Yeah.
I love that piece. I love the idea of harnessing our monthly superpowers. Yeah, really amazing. And again, another totally different take on the returning theme. Loves that so much. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for sending that in. We had so many new people this month. It's so lovely that Open Collab is still finding new people. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Can I give you this boy back? He's so heavy. Get it away. I'm having a lovely time. Okay.
Let's do another one.
Let's do another one.
Let's do another one.
So, this is Sonia Burns with a touch of the old magic. And Sonia's going to tell us all about the poem. But maybe before she does, do you want to talk about sonic souvenirs?
Yes, absolutely.
Always.
If you're new, then this is new. If you're old, then well, I love talking about it, so I'm going to talk about it again. Sonic souvenirs. Well, we used to call them just like Atmos, and it's like, well, yeah, it's descriptive, but it's not very evocative. So we've changed the name, and it's now sonic souvenirs, which are basically just little clips of sounds that either I've recorded or Charlie's recorded, or we've collected from, other people do this all the time, of just sitting in a place, turning on the recorder, being quiet for a couple of minutes, and then listening to it afterwards, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Basically. But it's it's like a sonic picture of that place and time, and it's really nice to just sort of sit and listen to the world. But then it's also really nice to then bring them into these poetry worlds that we create, and sort of set the scene, or add to the scene, or change the scene depending on the sonic souvenir that we add underneath it all.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so this one is this next piece is going to feature a what is it? Yes, it was only a couple of weeks ago actually. We went across to Ipswich and Suffolk, and then a little trip to Felixstowe, and a little cute little very British seaside-y town kind of thing. And so this is a recording of the beach there, and which was the closest I could get to Kent, which you'll hear is where the poem was set. But anyway, so
the right side of the country, I suppose.
at least, yeah. You wouldn't want to have like a Western-super-Mare beach. It would just
Oh,
sound
no.
all
Well,
totally
sound
different.
all
Totally
West
different.
Country and
yeah.
weird.
Different winds, different sea. It's weird. So anyway, you'll hear a few others as well throughout the night, and we often bring them in. Recordings from around Bristol when we've been on walks, but also from holidays, and further afield, and some really nice little moments of sonic landscape.
Lovely.
And yes, more about that in a little bit. But for now, shall we let Sonia tell us all about her piece, A Touch of the Old Magic?
Thank you, Sonia.
And I think, you should be able to see it. And are we ready? After that, yes.
Hi, Charlie and Jake. My name's Sonia Burns. I'm a poet based in Derbyshire. I'm currently working on my first chapbook, which will be published in October by Bearded Badger. I have wanted to submit something to you for ages. I love what you do, and this theme seemed to just really fit something that I'm working on. The piece is inspired by a trip to Broadstairs in Kent, where I used to holiday as a child. Thank you.
Okay. It's also going to do something very fun. Using this. So I just go like this. Oh, let's do that again. I think I missed it. There we go. And then grab that little note.
How did you make the recorder sound so beautiful?
It's a lovely recorder to start with. Let's be honest. It's lovely. The soprano ones can be quite reminiscent of an early
little school ones,
reminiscent of an early period in all our lives that wasn't necessarily the most enjoyable. But this is much nicer. So we'll use some of that and then create some music around Sonia's piece, A Touch of the Old Magic, shall we?
Let's go to the seaside. Thank you, Sonia.
touch of the old magic. It is the same, but smaller. The inflatable giraffe bouncy castle droops a little now. As I droop, in the surprising heat, queuing for a cone outside Morelli's, behind children hyped up on sugar anticipation. The breeze is empty, caressing, muting the hubbub inside, where it is the 1950s, all pink and pearl and gleaming Sunday glasses, quilted formica and soft banquettes. Silver ashtrays adorn pavement tables and red neon exclaims at the sunshine. I can smell petrol fumes and piss. In the distance, a tiny person paddles out to sea against waves which glitter like a promise. I get my cone and walk the promenade past 20p slots and memorial benches. A round-faced boy smirks at his friend as they sit on, in memory of Arthur Smith. Pistachio ice cream drips down my wrist. I read the teenage names chalked on candy floss beach huts, think of 14-year-old me in a Pixies t-shirt, the last time I was here. Whose name would I have scrawled nearly 30 years ago? A young couple drink pints of cold beer and eat frito misto on the harbour wall. An older couple on another bench eat cold chips in silence, and maybe they've done this every Saturday for a decade. Families wrestle dress reticent children, and I think about how my brothers hold their babies. Kids call and seagulls screech and people play frisbee. A man shouts, "Let's see if he's still got it, a touch of the old magic." I breathe in seaweed and sun-baked rocks and watch the waves. They just keep coming and coming and coming.
Sonia, that was magical. We loved it so much. It was so evocative and so easy to create. It was like, I've said this before in Open Collab, but there's certain poems where the space is already so there, isn't it? And we're just actualizing something that is already in our minds and in your, and in the poet's mind and in the listener's mind, and we're trying to interpret that in some way. But it's like it that world already existed. We just try to emulate it.
And it was so realistic. It even had a little, very out of tune little pipe organ on the side of the beach that had obviously not had any service or attention for decades. That accidentally a little 5-year-old came and tried to play. Anyway, yeah, it was lovely.
That was stunning.
Little space.
And we should tell you, so we love doing poems like that in a place and in a space. And so our next Open Collab is going to be, the theme is going to be sense of place, right? And the idea, we think, we haven't totally sorted it out, but we think that we're going to ask you guys, when you send in a poem, to also send a minute or 2 minutes of recording just on your phone of the space that that poem is about, or your own space, your house or your garden or your walk or whatever, so that we can... It's just another way of interacting with each other, right? And really, like we said, we find field recordings or sonic souvenirs incredibly important to creating these worlds. And so if we can come into your sonic world in a different way, we're really excited for that. So watch out for that sense of place.
Sense of place.
Yeah.
Loads more sonic souvenirs from all over the world. Little postcards,
please.
Sonic postcards from everybody, along with their poetry. I think it's going to be lovely, isn't it?
Really cool.
And some video, and it's going to be really...
I'm really excited.
Yes.
And I think we'll probably try and put together a video of how best to record things and things like that, because that's sort of Jake's background is in sound art and recordings and sonic arts and sound brackets general, isn't it?
Yes, sound brackets general.
Didn't mess that up, did I?
That's my qualification, yep. It's written down on the certificate.
Yeah. I've got a degree in sound brackets general.
Okay.
So that's exciting.
That
but
is
thank
very
you so
exciting.
much, Sonia. We love that so much. Oh, and also cheers, everybody.
Oh, yes.
Hope you're all having a
Cheers.
lovely evening. It's lovely to be here with you all. If you haven't bought us a coffee yet, we'd love that. We would absolutely love that. Please do continue to support this project. You know, gigs are coming back for lots of people, and we'll talk about this more later, but, you know, we keep getting offered gigs on Saturday nights in pubs and stuff, and we're like, no, it's Open Collab. Shush. But if you can continue to support this project, and if you want to see it keep going for the next 3 months, 3 years, 3 decades, then please
3
do.
centuries.
Till the end of time, then please do donate to our page. You know, we would love that. It would be really great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's always new stuff that we want to do and ways that we want to grow this and reach more people and do more things with more different disciplines and everything. And if you've been following us for any amount of time, you will have seen that already. We just want to do more. So every donation, every ticket bought, every Patreon subscriber, every subscriber on YouTube even will just help us to do that.
Yay!
And that will be fun for everybody. So,
all right.
The next piece
I'm so excited for this one.
is quite a piece.
Yeah.
And hang on a minute. Ooh.
You're going to play your recorder again?
I am. Plus, with some added excitement. Yes. Are we? Is everything else ready though? Yes. Cool. This next piece is by Stee the Poet, who is he is from Southport. Let me start that again.
Okay.
This next piece is Done My Trip by Stee the Poet. And he is a poet from Southport, and he says about himself, Stee's talent and high-energy performances have been a huge hit with poetry and music fans across the Northwest for the last 3 years. And he's told us all about the piece in a little video to us as well, so we'll hear from him. But I think as long as we're ready, then I'll do that.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Yep.
You're going to pre-record your thing first?
We'll let him introduce it first, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. And then
Is that in
and then
2
I'll-
separate clips, though?
It is, yes.
All right,
Yeah.
carry on
Yeah.
then. Sorry.
So we've done this before.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is his intro about his piece.
Hi, I am Stephen.
I knew there was something.
Video.
Here we go.
Hi, I am Stephen Wright, also known as Steve the Poet. I'm 42 from Southport. I've been writing poems for about 6 years. Been performing spoken word for about 3 years. And I'm going to perform this poem I wrote last week. I've called it Done My Trip. And I'm doing this recording for Charlie and Jake, who hopefully may then do some music for it. Hopefully it'll sound good. Here it is.
Yeah, we hope so too. So this is yes. Now I'll bring out the recorder again.
Play your recorder. Play your recorder.
All right then, if you insist.
More recorder, please.
Yes. Okay.
You're going to beatbox into it.
I am.
Woo!
So this is. I'm just going to create a little loop here that will come into play a little bit later, but we don't want to start the poem with loads of energy, so I'm just going to record it now, bring it in later. The magic of technology. That's still got some stuff from before. I'll get rid of
dear.
all of that.
We are a tiny bit out of practice, aren't we? 1 month off, and we're like, don't know what any of these buttons do.
Okay.
Spoilers.
I hope you weren't listening there. Phew. Okay, good. Right, let's carry on with the piece then. And what do I need? That's it. Yes.
Done my trip. Should I accept? I'll go. Leave incorrect. Believe I'll return. Not well learned. It's too late, mate. Back to hell. Regret. Fractal. Reset. Reincarnate. Perhaps as the type of person Stephen can't help but hate. Am I gonna come back as my enemy's son? Then back again. Maybe as his mother. His mum. Back and back until I love him. Until we all love one another and the killing is done. Am I strapped to a wheel? A mystical dream, the words I feel, transparent steel, metaphysical machine, yet far too real. Or am I the wheel? Could not get a grip upon that trip, this trip, a trip, within 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 Russian dolls, yeah, infinite, peeled and planed, I know but can't explain, failed the dreaded test, laid to rest, back again, slate wiped of all but blame, with added interest. No, I'm not delirious, but I'm not going to depart again. I am the experience, there is no start or end. Yes, I am serious, blood and bone and heart and brain. Within a trip, I am free blast and I held my breath, but I did not suffer no ego death. I saw a separation between observer and creation, the gamer and PlayStation. I chose my side, shove your afterlife, I'm into love with the sun does shine. I do not think, I am the imagination, I am the whole mosaic, and those that rule minds are afraid I may know it. I'm no fragmentation, a minuscule part of the great story, I've been schooled out of my glory. The universe is me, not for me. Within a trip, not sure what I seen when the fabric did tear, but now this machine filled with magic is lucid. I am self-aware, don't need to travel. I've always been there, it always unraveled. I'm not here for fun. I am the only ride in the cosmic fair. A million spirits experienced thee, and a million more through my eyes I saw, and all of me shall see. I am not the guest, I am the door, and I am the key. I am the best, I am the law, I am reality. Within a trip, don't need to carry a cross, shall not be arisen as I am not lost. I claim all I've been given, myself I've forgiven, shall never be sentenced for if not mistaken. I am the prison, I am the light formed from a spectrum of infinite souls. I am the prison through which expected eternity flows. I've rejected abusers, myself I have chose, for I am the chooser, I am no king, I'm everything. I am the realm that knows no rulers. Within a trip, no more am I lied to, won't be recycled. I won't be told that we all must die. I will not be pushed, harried or rushed, for I am existence itself. I can't be controlled, I am the fullness of time. Won't be fooled by a promise of heaven to sever the human. What makes me a man? Don't tell me I can't live forever, because I know that I can. I will be as I am, within a trip.
Existence itself, I can't be controlled. I am the fullness of time. I am existence itself, I can't be controlled. I am the fullness of time. Don't tell me I can live forever, because I know that I can. I will be as I am. 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 Stay, everybody. Oh my god, what a tune!
What a performer.
That was so awesome. We absolutely loved that. It was so good. And what we cut out was everybody else that was in the room with him, but like when he finished that, being like, "Whoa, yeah!" It was awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Killed
good. Absolutely killed that performance. We loved that so much. Oh man, so good within a trip.
Within a trip.
Loved it. Thank you so much, Steve. That was awesome.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? We all okay? Looks like we're all having a chat and all having fun.
How are you?
Good.
You right?
Yeah. Woo! It's
All
good to be
right.
back, baby.
Good.
So
should we talk about the next piece?
Yes.
It's a little bit different, this one. Let me just scroll through our document. Here we go. Do you want to talk? Should I talk about it?
I don't mind.
I'll talk about it. So 2 months ago, when it was our birthday show, we didn't just do a birthday show. We did a whole month of poetry and music stuff. So we did a couple of extra shows, and we also, one of the things we did was we reached out to Blackswan and Robin, who have sent in poems to us a few times, and we asked them to put on a workshop for us, that they would sort of run this collaborative writing space that we would then also be there to make some music for whatever was going on. And it was a really lovely time. We
Yeah.
just they just set us a couple of little tasks. We created some music that was also inspired by those like, what do you call it, prompts? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Little pushes, creative pushes. And then at the end of the evening, it was only a couple of hours long, we just started improvising some music, and everybody shared little snippets of what they'd written over the course of the evening. And then Charlie had written some lyrics as well, and was sort of some your own lyrics, but also inspired by what other people had been writing as well, wasn't it?
So everybody was performing in kind of sections in their little windows in Zoom, and I was writing my own line, like on the fly, like writing my own lyrics, and then as somebody said something, writing that down and kind of making it my own little collage of stuff to sing. So it was a really, really lovely time, and we really love kind of, it's just improvising, or at least, creating something within a short deadline, like a 2-hour workshop or whatever, is such a tricky and vulnerable thing, isn't it? And so for us all to be doing that together, and then with the aim of creating a piece that we were going to share on Open Collab, was a scary prospect, and but also a really, really exciting and fresh one, and kind of embracing that it's not going to be perfect. So we were, we're going to share that with you now, that final piece that is, it's beautiful, and it was all about lifting each other up, which was kind of the theme of the workshop, and has been the theme of Open Collab throughout, kind of thing. So what you're going to hear is by us a bit, is by Blackswan and Robin, and Tara Griffin, and Mark DeLissa, and Miggy, and Neofa Nova, and Deborah Murphy, and Claire Merrick, and lots of other people. And this is called Lift Each Other Up. Let's see a little clip.
Here we go. In our worlds, we are different, but one in a larger organ. The green always reminds me, grounds me, speaks into my anatomy, inviting life, joy, a sense of hope. It will be okay. A good day, I wake and say, every rise.
Growing things together, hands in the soil, or sitting on the bus with our knees touching, shouting across the street to neighbours, leaving gifts on friends' doorsteps.
I wish I could show you what you mean. You're the manifestation of the dream being dreamt by the Supreme. The absolute resides in you, and if you could only believe this to be true, then we could dance across the face of infinity. You and me could soar across the boundless sky. We could play and sing in the light endlessly.
Holding these minutes of breath in my fist, together we ascend, empowering the truth in each other's eyes. Learning to walk again was like learning to fly. I breathe in peace and I breathe out love.
To create beauty, sacrifice must be made. To grow, we must be willing to change. See, you have to expend energy to lift, to raise, to not only pray for each other, but to sing for each other, voice for each other, stay present for each other, make space for each other, connect with wildness to wildness, breath to breath, and embark on a new day together. Trust the fear you feel taking steps into the sky. Yes, it feels like you might fall, but remember, we walk along among the stars. Remember, the horizon is space for us all.
Kick off your shoes, dance from toe to toe, releasing built-up tension. Everything connecting. Your spine, the train tracks of life. Let those chakras sing. Feel free, be alive. Today, you'll rise.
Through my veins, we hold the space together. We change a light bulb, we change our world. I doorstep. You are the manifestation of a dream. Together we ascend, we breathe. We breathe out love, we grow, we change, we voice each other's wildness. The horizon has space for us all, and your spine are the train tracks of life. The horizon has space for us all.
Free, let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it go. Spread your wings, be free. Speak to me, speak poetry, speak to me.
We are connected. Let the light lift us. Feel magic course through our bodies. Breathe, dance. How could we not want to live in this space always? This joy is home.
Space isn't made for you and I. Come out of their depths. Come fly out here in the water. Hope will hold us together, hands grasped tight as bodies lean into each other, sway, float.
There is a garden inside me, courting me over mountains. Listen, really listen. My love cup so full, I am ready to breathe in for you. Light a fire and gather round, treat each other as our own born baby, higher vibrating energy.
This is our space right now. Let it free, to let it be you, to be free, to let it go. Beauty, mystic sounds, the angels, the joy, the fun, whatever wants to be around, let it go. It's so sound, so free. It's like that book they call The Midsummer's Dream. I see it all, it's all a dream. But to here right now, we are like our wings set, go wherever we want to be. I say, think of a word, whatever gets you through the chaos of this time, this whatever demic they want to call it. Think of a word that's always going to get you back to the ground, to make you feel so good about yourself or where you are right now. For this moment to be remembered, for this moment to be remembered, these moments like these to be remembered.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much to Blackswan and Robin for creating holding such a beautiful creative space for us all to share. And you know, I hope you guys can understand that we'd all just written that in the moment, and we were all sharing that for the first time. It was really, really beautiful. A really lovely evening and very meditative, as you can tell by the music we were making and the pace people were talking. It was a really, really lovely evening, and we do intend to do more. I might start doing, I teach a lot of singing, obviously, and a lot of songwriting, and so an idea might be to do some collective writing or some songwriting activities or creative writing activities together over on our Patreon. If you would like that kind of thing, then let us know. But such a beautiful evening, and thank you so much to everybody who took part in that. That was our first time doing that, and it was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I don't think we were quite sure how we were going to present it on Open Collab. Afterwards, we just sort of thought, well, we'll see what happens. But then, you know, we listened back to that just recording straight from Zoom, and it's like, well, there it is then.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all it needed, you know. So it was
very of the moment.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
And now we have one more piece before we will have a short break, and then we will share even more pieces with you and more poetry from all over the world. And yeah, are you ready to go on to the next one? I think
so, yeah. So this next piece is by Open Collab, friend of Open Collab veteran, Mark Delissa, lovely Mark. Mark's from Bath and says, about himself, he says, another soul riding the waves of the human experience. Yes, please. And this poem, Mirror of the Heart, he says, this poem is about love. He just, that's it. That's all we need to know, I think, really.
Yeah.
So enjoy this piece. It's beautiful. Seriously, I can't wait to make music around this. And after that, we'll see you in about 10 minutes or so, and we're going to top up our wine.
Yeah. And then you can go and put the kettle on or top up your wine, and then we'll see you back here in a bit after that.
What is love, if not surrender? To give your heart to another, to fall on your knees in front of the altar, to bare your chest to the wind, to discard your sins, to fly too close to the sun, even though you know it may burn your wings. What is love? if not surrender. They say it takes a leap of faith to see your lessons as blessings and not just mistakes. To have courage, to be brave, to stare your pain in the face and embrace it like an old friend, to mend the pieces of your broken heart, to clear the leaves from your path. There is nothing to fear in the dark because you are the divine spark that has no start or end. You are here now, you will leave, and you will come again. Next time, remembering that surrendering is not weakness, but strength. So what is love, if not surrender? Clean the mirror of your heart and love who is reflected back. The divine resides behind all of our eyes. What is love, if not surrender?
What another wonderful poem from Mark. Thank you, Mark, for sending that to us.
Yeah. If we haven't said it before, Mark, we think you're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
That was really awesome. Oh, man. Just beautiful. just Mark's just amazing, isn't he? So good, so good. Thank you so much to everybody who shared their poems with us in this first half. We're having such a lovely time. And we will see you. So it's 10 past now. How about let's meet back here at 20 past then, shall we? Yeah. Your missions for the halftime break are to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to like us on social media, the Open Collab everywhere, and also to buy us a coffee if you get a chance. And also to follow all of the poets in the description of the video as well. Not too much homework for you, I hope.
It should be easy. I think it should be done in 2 minutes, and then you'll be able to enjoy the interval music for 8 minutes, and then we'll be back.
Perfect. See you in 10. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye then. Bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye then.
Bye.
Bye.
kettle boiled in time.
That's nice. Hope your kettle boiled.
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying that.
It'd be rubbish if it didn't.
Yeah.
You know, we sent everybody off to boil the kettle, and imagine how many people have come back and said, "Oh,
kettle
didn't boil." I was sat there 10 minutes watching it, and I watched kettle. We all know never boils.
That's
anyway, so we begin now again with part 2 of the 14th Open Collab for June 2021.
It's good to have a recap.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, who knows what people have been up to in the break? They, you know, might need like a regrounding, a returning.
That's nice.
Yes. So the next piece that we are going to collaborate with for you is from Annick Yerem, and her piece called Return, and she is from Berlin, and yeah, so Annick Yerem lives and works in Berlin, and in her dreams she can swim like a manatee, and she's got lots of different she's been published in lots of different publications, online and in print, and you can find links to find out more about her, what she's up to, in the description below. Whoa, in the description below. Yeah, thank you. My enthusiastic assistant over here is demonstrating that for you. So, and her piece is called Return, and she says about the piece: the phrase "back to normal" pops up a lot these days, and I want to acknowledge that this normal is very different for each of us. For people like me who are chronically ill, there was suddenly access, and we fear that it will be taken away again. I also wanted to address what has happened and how many layers it all has had. And she's also done a video of her poem, so we'll see her. So I need to do that. In fact, when I show... there we go. We're in the right place. Yes, and I need to get the bass.
Is that the sort of pace you want me to play?
Yeah, could be a tiny bit faster, maybe. But
faster?
Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Return. What I am asking of this world, to drown my sorrows in hailstorms, to offer me grace and petals and connections, to carry kindnesses and clear-cut hope, to lay sleeping puppies on my doorstep, to feed the lingering absence, too much. We are not in this together, never were. Your castle trip, a sight for sore eyes, made sure you made a profit out of us, selling tired souls you never believed in. But people bleed their bones dry over masks and mayhem. They think of myriad ways to hurt each other, hurt themselves. This much is true, this much is sad and true. When the world went quiet, it started speaking to me. I became greedy for it, watching new days unfurl, brazen tentacles reaching out to everyone and thing that had been out of reach. Doors opened, birds sang, wild things bloomed. I admired the flowers, admired myself for the first time in years, swung sky high into clouds that did not rain on my parade, my belief in all of this, in spite of all of that. One by one, doors are closing again. No access, no way to go. I return to a marooned land, the parallel universe of a screen filled with every life but my own.
When the world went quiet, it started speaking to me. Doors opened and birds sang. Why closing again. One by one, I have no way to go. I return to a parallel universe of a screen filled with every life but my own, filled with every life but my own. One by one, doors are closing again. One by one, I have no way to go. One by one, doors are closing again. One by one, I have no way to go. 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 To go. To go.
We love that, Annick. I think, it's a conversation that we all need to have a lot more, I think, and a conversation we've been having a lot recently. In my life, like, for example, being online and I'm sure we've all got stories like this, teaching online. For example, there are students who love it online and they love being in their own homes, and actually singing is such a vulnerable thing, that being in your own house, in your own space and on Zoom is great for some people in terms of confidence and anxiety levels. And I think there are lots of ways in which I hope we move forward having learnt from this experience. And I'm sure that lots of people feel the same. And we absolutely loved having this perspective in the show tonight, Annick. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was a really, really beautiful poem, and we hope that you're all good, and we're sending lots of love. And from our perspective at Open Collab, it's also a conversation that is ongoing, right?
Yeah, definitely. We things are obviously going a little bit back to normal for lots of musicians, and I'm sure you've all had lots of newsletters coming through saying, hey, my tour's back in the autumn or whatever, and lots of people have been saying to us, when are we going to take Open Collab to a venue, especially in the Bristol and Bath scene. There's a lot of people who probably would come along and watch us, and we'd love to do that, obviously, but at the same time we want to do it right for our audience, which has well, you know, it's changed the way that we've made music over the last year, and we hope to just be able to continue doing that as much as possible in the future, and keeping these connections with people like Annick in Berlin, and people from Melbourne and Canada and Mexico and all over the world, and just across the UK as well. You know, there's people from Liverpool, Manchester, and everywhere else.
But also even in Bristol, it's like young families or people that can't come out for an evening for whatever
Definitely
reason.
that too, yeah. So if and when, well, no, not if, when we go back to a live venue with real people there with us, we want to make sure that we're able to still live stream it to our audience online, wherever they are in the world. And that's going to take a little bit of technical wizardry. I mean, we've heard that quite a few venues actually around Bristol are, you know, they've gone for the live streaming as well, so they have the setup now. But it's also about sort of making sure that we have a screen of our own to have, like, you know, you saw Annick right there, and so when we're in a venue, we want to see Annick right there again if she was to submit another piece, or whoever is submitting from all over the world. So we're really excited about the future of what we're going to do, but we really take that on board.
We're going to be right here too,
yes.
right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This show it's you know, it started as a lockdown thing, but it's not going anywhere really, is it?
No,
we're going to
so.
sit here in our room every month for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite easy for us, you know. Don't have to. There's a lot of stuff you'll see if you come to the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
tomorrow. You know, there's quite a lot that we have, and it's evolved because we've been able to evolve it so much, because we set up on Thursday evening and we don't have to move it off afterwards. We'll just leave it up and for tomorrow. So, you know, all of those sorts of things as well play a part in what we will do in the future. But make sure that you're subscribed so that you can follow us on this journey. It's going to be, we've had an incredible time, and we will continue to all have a incredible collaborative creative adventure. There
all
we go.
Right.
So
next up, thank you, Annick. That was awesome. Next up, we've got wow. We're definitely going somewhere else now, aren't we?
Yeah.
The next poem is a pretty surreal, pretty interesting piece by Rachael Greyhound, and it's called Papier-Mâché Man. Rachael's from the West Midlands. She is a 23-year-old aspiring performance poet. She enjoys writing on memory, cave people, and the surreal. From winter 2020, she's living on the road in a wildly extravagant attempt to avoid having to do another Zoom call. Documented in audio, poetry, and prose, you can follow her journey at rachaelgreyhound.com. About the piece. Papier-Mâché Man is a persona poem written from the perspective of a woman who decides to make her late partner out of papier-mâché. Obsessively, she sticks together the memories they've collected over the years to create a life-size model of the man she once knew. The poem explores obsessive behaviour and the value of our memories. And Rachel's put a content warning of fear of abandonment. So if you can't deal with that, maybe go and make another cup of tea for 10 minutes. If you can't deal with that today. And Jake's just put a note to say lots of weird stuff about our music.
Yeah, that's definitely how I spelt the word stuff.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. What do I need to make? That's not making a noise. That's making a noise. That's making a noise. Do I want that? I don't know. Hang on a minute. Probably something like that. There we go.
So, talk me through our sonic souvenirs for this really surreal piece.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. This is not necessarily sound landscapes, but they're definitely sound moments. We've got some. When we were in Ipswich, actually, we were staying with a friend, and they have a lovely drinks trolley with some glasses on it that. very charming, very chimey. Just little tinkles and glass. It's lovely. Anyway, and then as that fades away, and then also some tapping and rattling of a thermos cup. Sort of like a broken grandfather clock kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool. And then also some little paint chip poetry cards. They're just like kind of mini
little playing cards.
Yeah, that shuffling them around, and
that's nice.
It's sort of like, it sounds like the feeling of popping candy, I feel like.
Yeah. Which
is visceral and evocative, so hopefully it works for this piece. Yes, and then there's going to be lots of other stuff that we'll be doing as well. So, this is Rachael Greyhound with her piece, Papier-Mâché Man?
It is.
It is. Sorry, I didn't mean that as a question. It is. But I'm going to start with this. Have I triggered it? Hang on a minute. Yes, I have. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. Everything's fine.
Ich freue mich, vermisse dich. Your pages of practiced German script make sturdy bones. Wrap well around these traffic cones. I found your feet. More of a challenge. 2 rubber gloves packed with ticket stubs to form the tissue, tendons, chewing gum. Your big toe, the entry to the Deutsche Museum. Heels treading toward tickets, paper minutes, roaring reggae in the dark with you. Glued. You can't take your eyes off me, can you? 2 green edamame beans and a pea-sized bit of plasticine. Today will be Sunday's Siamese twin, a Sunday of paper doll Sundays, except this time at breakfast you'll sit on my knee and I'll read The Guardian through your forehead. Postcards from Florida, a receipt from the packet of buckwheat we bought together. We sip tea and your face tells me everything I need to know about the weather forecast from 3 Thursdays ago. My, this is a trendy tea. Of Polaroids from 93, did you know? I pasted them myself with your hemorrhoid cream. And I'm sure you'd have done the same for me. Transcribed our Facebook history. 3,553 texts, now a beard in origami. 'Cause there's really no vulgarity in sculpting your anatomy. These arteries in filigree, the purest form of artistry. Your coronary surgery wholeheartedly astonished me. Your ventricles, a victory. In shiny-sided CD disc, your copy. Bleeding Love, Leona Lewis. All right. I've always admired your physique and your attire. But you told me once you wished your neck was slightly higher. Well, I papier-mâché cartilage, but I'm out of printer cartridges, so this tire with a hemorrhage should do. It's the first we ever changed, you know. before we broke down in the snow. Oh baby, it's a crazy world out there. And so I promise that you felt no pain. When beef chow mein became your brain, a roast almond amygdala Brit stick painkiller primos at 6'5", you are bigger than I remember. But then I don't like wasting resources. Your epidermis, that book you bought us, 1,000-page BVA glue tattoo of words you lull me asleep to. Once upon a time, es war einmal. The mobile grinds its teeth. Somebody wants to speak. Sorry, a voice like mine. I think I'm stuck here.
Whoa.
That was a lot of fun.
Wow, what an image. Amazing, Rachel. I feel a bit creeped out.
Yeah. But we had lots of fun making lots of weird noises, so thanks for allowing us to do that.
Yeah, we love doing that, don't we?
Yeah.
Amazing. So good. We loved that. What a story.
Cool. Should we have another piece?
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Would you like to tell us all about it? No.
I can tell you all about it.
Yeah.
So the next piece is going somewhere else again in classic sort of open collab style. The next piece is by Sinead O'Reilly and it's called Found. And Sinead is from Wexford Town in Ireland. She is 16 and she is a twice commended Foyle Young Poet and was selected as part of the inaugural Edna O'Brien Young Writer Bursary. She loves cats and coffee. She coordinated the Deep Roots Poetry Exchange project, which brought together a group of young writers to share stories and take them in a new direction through poetry. I'm so excited for you all to hear Sinead's piece. We think she's brilliant and an unbelievably gifted young writer at 16. Oof. This piece, Found, is about a girl walking in the woods who comes across a man with Alzheimer's. It's a kind of juxtapositioning of a young person and an older person, both in a way finding themselves during lockdown.
And there's also a little introduction in audio from there as well. And also, we need to swap places.
Yeah, I want to go and sit on the big boy piano.
Is it ready? What do we want?
Soft EP, please, for me. Oh, I can have that one.
Just soft. Oh, just soft.
Just soft EP for me, please.
Just soft. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, lovely. Okay. And also a little sonic souvenir for you.
Forest.
Yeah, a little walk in. Over there?
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Bristol.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I got tangled up. Here we are.
The poem I'm going to read is called Found. It was written as part of the Deep Roots Poetry Exchange, a project run in association with Narrative 4 and supported by Poetry Ireland. During the exchange, a group of young writers between 15 and 18 were paired to share a personal story from the past year. We then took the thread of our fellow writer's story in a new direction by expressing it through poetry. Found. If you feel lost, go to the woods. Wood remembers. Quietly crackles and sun-flashed signals through trunks. Then darkness again. It was a bad day. That's why I was there. Why I didn't want to see anyone else. Why I went to turn back when I saw the old man hunched by the tree. I skirted past, eyes fixed on pine needles and root-gnarled earth. He looked up, said, "I'm lost." His face seemed kind, wrinkles mapped his eyes. His hands shook at the ends of his arms as if they didn't belong. We found his wife at the forest's edge, searching, like last week and the week before, she told me. He's lived a life of roots, she said, that slowly disconnected. His mind, a hive abandoned by its bees. But when he sees her, his face slowly lights in recognition, like honey held to the sun.
Of roots, she said, that slowly disconnected his mind, a hive abandoned by its bees. His mind, a hive abandoned by its bees. But when he sees her, his face slowly lights in recognition, like honey held to the sun, like honey held to the sun, like honey held to the sun, like honey held to the sun. To the sun, like honey held to the sun. His mind slowly disconnected, hive abandoned by its bees. His mind slowly disconnected. But when he sees her, his face slowly in recognition, like honey held to the sun, like honey honey held to the sun, like honey held to the sun, like honey held to the sun, like honey, like honey, like. Isn't that beautiful, everyone? Sinead is 16. Isn't that magical?
Thanks for sending that in to us, Sinead. That
Thank
was really
you
nice.
so much. It was so beautiful. We love that you're, leading workshops and telling stories and passing your gift on to other people too. It's fantastic. Well done, Sinead, and send us more things, please.
Yeah. And that was a little bit of a collaboration within a collaboration there as well.
Was it?
Yeah, because the project that was from, a writer, and then into a poem, and then now into some lovely lyrics from Charlie. Well,
Beautiful.
some lovely lyrics from Sinead, sung by Charlie.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. That was fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right, should we swap back?
Why don't we just explain the next thing from here?
Oh yeah. Should we turn off the Sonic Souvenir?
Oh yeah.
First?
Oh okay. Maybe we should swap back.
Sonic Souvenirs.
Stop
Top
here.
right.
Oh god.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then just click on it. Top
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. And then it'll go away.
And then okay.
All right. Then we're good.
So the next thing we want to show you guys, we're nearly done for the evening. I can't believe how quickly it's gone. Oh my goodness.
It's been lovely though.
We've had such a lovely time. It's been so lovely to be back.
Mm.
In the month of May, our little break that we had, we actually released a different project called 5 Musicians, 1 Poet. And that was released a few weeks ago. And it's already got over 600 views, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But we wanted to show you guys a little taster of the project too, in case you guys hadn't seen it yet. There's an album out too, which you can listen to wherever you get your music, Bandcamp or Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere like that. And I don't really want to say any more than that because I think we explain it perfectly in the video, right?
We do. Yeah. It's a little trailer. You'll hear from us and all the musicians and poets that were involved in it.
Here we go.
What would happen if you gave the same poem to 5 different musicians and asked them each to create their own musical world around the words and performance?
We're Charlie and Jake.
Hiya.
And for the last year, we've been improvising music around poetry at our monthly live stream Open Collab. We've had so much fun creating these worlds of music around poetry performances. We wanted to see what other people would do, so we reached out to some talented friends of ours, our Swanger, Ben Moa and Isolde, and gave them a challenge: create your own musical world inspired by the words and performance of a poem by Holly Mobley called What the Thunder Said.
Here's Holly now to tell us all about the poem.
Hello, my name is Holly Mobley. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a poet and prose writer hailing from Bath, and I'm studying an MA degree there in creative writing. So originally, I was reading a poem by T.S. Eliot called The Wasteland, and it's an epic poem that details the end of the world, which is very relevant and unfortunately still is relevant. But in section 5 of the poem, T.S. Eliot basically labels that section What the Thunder Says, and as soon as I read it, I was just struck with kind of just excitement because I think it's such a cool way of looking at thunder. I love that idea, and so I just took it and ran with it, really. I wanted to give thunder a kind of 21st century voice, almost Gen Z or millennial. I wanted it to have a sense of irony in that sometimes things with the loudest of voices can actually be the things that are suffering the most or almost like struggling with communication, and I think that's something I definitely feel as a poet, that sense of irony in that. I know a lot of poets who love communicating through words but also really struggle to, and I know I'm definitely one of those people, and so I think that kind of seeped through into this poem a lot actually, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm really excited to see what everyone's done with this poem. I think it's going to be great, so enjoy.
Before we began, we worked out a few rules for us all to follow. Produce a track in any style you like, using the performance of the poem as the source material.
Cutting it up, reversing it, adding effects.
Or working with the transcript of the piece.
Or even adding some new words for your song.
All within a rough time limit of a few days.
So, let's see what musical worlds everyone has created.
Hi, I'm Al of Al Swenger's Pointless Beauty. Welcome to my Cubase file. I've chopped up and edited Ellie's poem. Where I can, I'll use elements that are on the original recording. So this rhythm track groove is an edited version of the click when she switches off her video at the end. I've treated Holly's vocal as though she's the thunder phoning in a conversation. So lots of weird stuff happens. Enjoy listening to the track.
Hey.
Such a nice intro.
It's me again. Sorry, I didn't
rhythm
mean
is
to
really
scare
cool
you.
from that
I just have a lot to
click
say.
found. That was really nice.
Does nice things to my brain.
Found arms up and shouting. It almost gives me ASMR. I have this fear of going to be heard.
I really like that bit.
That was awesome. My goodness.
Like that a lot.
Epic.
Wow, that was bloody great.
So cool.
Amazing.
Lost the words, it's brilliant.
There was such a lovely balance between it. There was tension there, but it was like never too much. You like really communicated like the chaos and the like that tension that's kind of coming through.
And then that twist of the like scream at the end, when you're like, oh, maybe we haven't.
Yeah.
Maybe we weren't as comfortable as we thought. Like, I loved that. That was great.
We get lost with you in the track. It feels very much like an adventure. There's a narrative there. I think that's what writers love doing as well, is ending a story on a cliffhanger, and you did the equivalent in that song. You did a to be continued, and we're all like, what happens next?
Cool. Hello, welcome to my studio. So I made rhythmic tracks by taking very small snippets of the voice and putting it through this synthesizer called Vectory. I used Contact Sampler, electronic version of Charlie, as follows. The bit which I repeated at the beginning, where she kept saying, it's me again, that's because I repeat, it's me again, it's me again. It's me again. So that's everything. Apart from that, I needed a bit of rain and thunder, of course. Hope you enjoy the track.
I put too much pressure on my sound.
I love the vocoder.
I always think I have to make it rhyme,
the vocoder
sing,
is
or be
cool
some
sound.
reader profound.
Really
I
effective,
found there was a high decibel to living. Makes you feel like things are crumbling away, doesn't it, when you're listening? I put too much pressure on my sound.
Beautiful synth underneath.
I always
so
think
it's
I have to make it rhyme, sing, or be some reader
pulsing,
profound.
rising and growing. And
I speak during That was amazing. Wow.
That was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, right? The Velociraptor just comes out the forest.
I kind of felt like I was on one of those rides you get, when you're on a little train and you're driven through like a ghost house or something, and there's new things come into sight, and there's new things come into sight, and this kind of constant journey of things revealing themselves.
like when's the book coming out? When's the film coming out? When's the TV series coming out? Like, there's a whole world here. Hi, welcome to the studio. This is our track, Life Begins with Sound.
We were thinking a lot about being introvert and extrovert and how we are all both all at once, and how our personalities have all changed and adapted over the last year.
Another thing that we did was to take the whole performance that Holly did and chuck it into simpler in Ableton Live. So that sounds a little bit like this.
I what the thunder said.
We wanted to find joy in our contradictions and our personalities and the way in which we can be loud and quiet and everything in between. You should hear the voices in my head.
The full-on gospel overlay and harmonies.
Yeah, those chords and the piano, lovely.
Yes, Charlie. Stunning.
Oh, hear the voices in my head, in my head. Oh, life begins with
Love it. Brilliant.
Nice one, guys. Amazing.
such a light interpretation of the poem as well, Charlie and Jake. And I love the way that you picked out the line, if you think I'm loud, you should hear the voice in my head. You turned it into this almost like gospel-esque, like, you know, tune, which I love.
You totally seized on all the optimism and the kind of, this is what I feel, but I'm at peace with it, and here it is kind of what I got from yours, and I love that.
I just had to like air piano solo.
Very good. Lovely cheeky little bass fill in there somewhere as well. Great.
Hello. To me, like this poem or the lyrical message that I took from it was that this is life. You know, it doesn't say what you always want it to say, but it's still a miracle to be here. It's very kind of like melody and lyric driven. Instrumentation to use, trying to do more with less. I downloaded some beats from Ableton libraries and chopped them up. So yeah, it's very thrown together like a kind of salad. I felt that kind of communicated that like raw, bold energy of the message in the song. Anyway, I hope you enjoy.
It's just great when that note finally drops in and you get like this nice warm context.
Yeah, I like that she makes us wait for that as well.
Yeah.
That's effective.
Yeah, it's like a sudden life raft in the middle of the piece, harmonically.
I feel like I'm front row at a concert. This is amazing. Wow.
So cool.
Nice work.
That was incredible.
Space.
Yeah, amazing.
Felt like travelling through some massive cave system and like exploring, and
the room that you've given yourself to operate in was incredible.
I love that you use the poem as well as a springboard, Izzy, to kind of create this whole interpretation that means so much to you.
So I love in your music, like there's the space, but also there's the close-up sounds and the very intimate kind of like close sounds, and that kind of came out in the intro. I felt like that was sampley. How did you even make that?
Let the living in.
So there you have it. That is the latest project. You thought we were taking a break in May. We were working on that. Yeah, it was really. Put the chat in the chat.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was loads of fun, and it was
fascinating.
Yeah, really, really interesting, because we had been doing it on ourselves for like 10 months by that point or so, and it was really awesome to be able to sort of share the joy that we have with a few of our musician friends and see how they
interpret a poem.
Yeah.
And so you can listen to all 4 tracks by our lovely friends, all around the same poem by Holly. And the different styles and moods and genres. It's all incredible. Really, really fascinating. You can listen to, with that link, listen to the album or watch the full video with reactions and everything on our YouTube channel too. Yeah. And we plan to make more episodes too, which is exciting. Because it's been a really fun experiment. So we hope you love it. We certainly loved putting it together.
Absolutely.
And it's a really good listen, so put it on your Spotify playlist.
Oh, yeah. And you can do that right after this next piece, which is the last one for the night.
I think so.
Is there anything we want to say before we do this last piece?
No, I don't think so. Just thank you, everybody. We're having a lovely time. Let us know you're all having a lovely time, won't you?
Yeah, I hope we are.
Yeah.
Are you having a lovely time?
I'm having a lovely time.
Oh, that's good. I'm having a lovely time.
Sorry. Are you having a lovely time?
Oh, I'm having a lovely time.
Great. So this next poem is by Jenny Foulds, and it is called Hope, and she's going to introduce it for us.
Yes, and I'm going to just do all the checks before so that we can seamlessly, without anyone even noticing, just go straight into it. Sort of. I don't know.
So this is our last poem of the night already. I can't believe it. Thank you so much to everybody for spending your Saturday night with us. You could have been at the pub, you could have been watching the football. And by the way, if you have friends who you think would love this, send them this link, because we're this show doesn't go anywhere. It stays here forever, so pass it on. We can't wait to spread the word about Open Collab. We're having so much fun. This is Jenny Foulds to end the evening with some hope.
Hello, my name is Jenny Foulds and I am a spoken word poet from Edinburgh, but I split my time between London and Brighton. I write poetry about misbehaving and friendships and love and late night tales. That's probably the best way to describe it. I am currently the Scottish Slam Champion 2021, and I've just finished the World Slam Championships and I came second, which I can't believe. I still can't believe it. The poem that I've sent you is called Hope, and it's about us kind of coming out of the thing we've just kind of returning back to normal, but the ordinary and normal being paradise. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye. It started as a murmur. They could feel a stampede heading in their direction. They don't even know it yet, but this unmistakable force hurtling towards them is hope. Rushing through the dark, dank and dusty landscape, pushing past this desolate destruction, galloping towards them fast and furious. They have reached the bottom and now the only way is up. And this hope starts to awaken, flickering inside of them, igniting one by one, whispering, which starts to stoke the fire faster, the whisper turning into chatter, the chatter turning into inspiring conversation, and this hope rumbles on from person to person. There is no stopping it now. Rushing from cities through villages and towns, this hope has become a chorus of joy and glorious technicolor. Laughing and drinking, dancing and singing, outpouring love, crave, thinking. The salty sea air in your face and the sound of muffled beats beating from the beach bars that are open and full of people. Happiness found in a field, festivals for days, and we will be together in that after haze. Going to the cinema to eat your body weight in popcorn. Flip down seats that ask for no feet sitting up on them. The lights dimmed, time is suspended. The rustling sound of bags of sweets and being shushed by the old lady sitting in the front seats. A party with all your favourite people in one room, reminiscing and talking of all the missing when that song that everybody knows the words to drops. Sweet dreams are made of lead. There are hands in the air and twirling round, all your friends singing at the tops of their voices is the most perfect sound. Arms around necks and swaying, busting out dance moves to the music's playing, propping up the bar with cocktails and drinks, finishing each other's sentences to get the punchline. Jack and Ori story time with everybody listening and joining. I will never take this for granted ever again. The gratitude that will stay with us. This is paradise. The ordinary never felt so good.
Pushing past this desolate destruction. destruction, galloping towards them fast and furious. They have reached the bottom, and now the only way is up. This hope is starting to awaken, flickering inside of them, igniting one by one, whispering, which starts to stoke the fire faster. The whispers turning into chatter, the chatter turning into inspiring conversation, and this hope, it rumbles on from person to person. There is no stopping it now. There is no stopping it. Rushing from cities through villages and towns, hope is starting to flourish into something else. It is bold, it has its head held high. This hope becomes a chorus of joy and glorious technicolor dancing, singing, laughing, drinking, outpouring love, creative thinking. And the sound of muffled beats thumping from the beach bars, open and full of people going to the cinema. A party with all your favorite people in one room, reminiscing, talking of the missing. When that song goes on that everybody knows all the words to, and their hands in the air, and you're twirling with all your friends, and you're singing at the top of your voices, and this is the most perfect sound. Arms around necks and swaying, busting out dance moves as the music's playing, propping up the bars with cocktails and dreams, finishing each other's sentences. Time with everybody listening and joining in. I will never take this for granted ever again. And the gratitude that will stay with us. This is paradise. This is hope. 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 The ordinary never felt so good. Paradise. Ordinary never felt so good. Ordinary never felt so good. The ordinary never felt so good. This is paradise. This is hope. This is paradise. This is hope. I will never take this for granted ever again. And the gratitude that will stay with us. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is hope. This is paradise. This is hope. The ordinary never felt so good. The ordinary never felt so good. Oh, blimey, Jenny. That was amazing. So beautiful.
Thank you for giving us the perfect poem to end the night with.
So lovely. So stunning. Thank you so much, Jenny. Really beautiful way to end. And we hope that everybody watching has got a few good months of world opening up ahead of them. We've got our vaccine week after next, haven't we?
We have.
Which is exciting. I hope you're all well, and I hope that you've all had a lovely evening with us. And we hope that you want to continue having lovely evenings with us.
Yes, please. We'd like that.
Because we'd love to carry on doing this. We've had such a lovely time tonight. Thank you so much to all of the incredible poems and poets. We've had Julie Easley, we've had Stephanie Moore, Sonia Burns, Steve, Blackswan and Robin, and all the amazing people in that workshop. Tara, Mark, Miggy, Neofa, Deborah, Claire, and many more. And Mark and Annick and Rachael and Sinead and Jenny. What a lovely evening we've had. Thank you so much for sharing your work with us. We can't imagine how scary it is to give up something creative to somebody else and just say, oh, just make music with it. It's pretty scary, isn't it? You know. So thank you so much for trusting us with your words. We've had such a lovely time.
Yeah.
We're not around next month. It's Jake's birthday, and we also have some festival gigs of our own music to prepare for in August. So we'll, I'm sure we'll give you lots of other things, knowing us. But in fact, we're going to release a single, which is really exciting.
So check out. Make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss that. And then, we'll be back in August with a sense of place show, which is going to be. We'll do a lot more telling you all about it very soon. But getting your sonic souvenirs and postcards from wherever you are sent in with the poems to us, and then we'll create music, a collaborative world of music and soundscape around these pieces and poetry that will be sent in to us. So it's going to be really fun.
And join us at 4 p.m. tomorrow right here for our Sunday afternoon behind the scenes, where we're going to talk you through all the poems, talk you through how we did everything, how we made all the choices of what music to play and how to do how Jake did that weird recorder thing that was amazing earlier. So we'll see you at 4 p.m. tomorrow. And what else have we got to tell you?
Thank you to everyone who has supported us on Coffee already tonight. And if you haven't already, then don't worry. You can still buy us a little virtual ticket or give us a donation. We really appreciate all the support that we have been given over the year, and hopefully for many more to come. And subscribe, join us on Patreon, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and join our mailing list.
All of those things.
We won't bombard you too much. We're quite gentle with it, but whichever one of those from that list is your preferred method of staying in touch, then do that, and we will endeavour to keep you in the loop of what we are doing.
Thank you so much for spending your evening with us.
Yes.
Our creative cups are very full, and we're feeling the love, and thank you so much for collaborating with us. And we will see you. We'll see you before then, but we'll see you for the next Open Collab in August.
Yes.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
I'm going to play us out with that groove.
Yeah. This is paradise. This is home felt so good. This is paradise. This is home felt so good. This is home. Here it comes. This is paradise. It's hope. Find the distance. It started as a murmur. They can feel the stampede. for granted ever again. The gratitude that will stay with us. This is paradise, this is hope. This is paradise, this is hope. This is paradise, this is hope. This is hope, this is paradise, this is paradise. The ordinary never felt so good.
Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Enjoy your evening. See you for the next one.